Single premiered in the early 90s, it quickly became one of the highest rated programs among Black audiences. One thing that made the show a classic was the opening credits, where Queen Latifah sings the theme song and a silhouette dancer appears in front of a bridge. A lot of people have always wondered who was the dancer that danced in the Living Singles theme song and what are they up to today. So I'm here to give you a little Black woman history.
Head up, boy, keep your head up, that's right. Whenever this life gets tough, you gotta fight with my homegirl standing to my left. Am I right? True blue, it's tight like glue.
The dancer that helped create one of the most iconic Black sitcom openers is none other than Leslie Segar, who's known as Big Lez. She's a multi-talented actress, dancer, gymnast, and television and radio personality from New York.
Leslie Segar'S, she's one of the hottest dancers and choreographers in the country who you might recognize as the dancer who appears in the open of Fox TV's Living Single. Well, Leslie's here to show us a few of the newest steps popping up at dance clubs across the country. So if you're looking to impress anyone at a summer barbecue, watch closely. Down.
This is my girl, my ace, people don't think we go together when I say girl, but this is a good friend of mine, Leslie, and you viewers don't get to see this. She just dances her ass off for everybody. Do the flip thing one time for me on television. They gotta see the flip.
Can I have some room?
No, Leslie, the split in the air thing. Okay.
She was given a full scholarship in gymnastics and earned her bachelor's degree in psychology and a minor in theater arts from Springfield College in Massachusetts. Les returned to New York after graduating and started auditioning for dancing gigs. The name Big Lez was given to her by directors because of her physique and gymnastics ability. Les made over 30 appearances as a dancer in R&B and rap videos like Michael Jackson's Remember the Time, Whitney Houston's I'm Every Woman, LL Cool J's Around the Way Girl, Salt and Peppa, Bobby Brown, and a bunch more. She choreographed Mary J. Blige's videos Real Love and You Remind Me, and her choreography for Real Love earned her an MTV Music Award nomination for Best Choreography in 1993.
We down here with Mary J. Blige, and she's a dancing diva of 1992, 93, 94. Come on, show them that run the mirror. Come on, Mary. Don't believe that, y'all. Now, y'all see, she gets busy. Nah, but if it wasn't for Leslie, I wouldn't know half of the things that I know that you guys see me doing. You remind me and all that. She has so much patience with me, and if anybody ever want to learn how to dance, anything, and you need somebody to be patient with you, this is who you call. She's one of those who is busy behind closed doors, but she got it going on, Mary J.
The first time I met Les, everybody. Let me tell you about my girl first of all. The Real Love video, she choreographed that joint. That's Les. The You Remind Me video, Les.
It was at age 24 when she shot a video with acclaimed choreographer and visual artist Otis Salid under the Brooklyn Bridge. The video was then sent to the directors of Living Single, who fell in love with it and used it in the opening credits. She landed a number of hosting gigs and was the first and only female co-host of BET's Rap City from 1994 until 1999. Les was able to cover some of the most iconic moments as a host.
America has been waiting for y'all to come back to us. How's everything going?
Everything's going pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, let's clear something up, because I've been getting a rundown on the street. Everybody seems to think that y'all are either girlfriend or boyfriend, or cousins, or friends. Let's just get the record straight.
I better go get me a white Jeep.
Well, no, we're not related at all. No, we're not. We're just very close. He's my best friend.
Yeah, cool.
No.
She would later host radio shows on major hip-hop and R&B stations like 92.3 The Beat in Los Angeles, Hot 97 in New York, and V103 in Atlanta. In addition to those jobs, she also had some acting roles throughout the 90s, like Who's the Man, 3 a.m., Have Plenty, Burn Hollywood Burn, and New Jersey Drive. She also did some voice acting work for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, where her voice can be heard in the video game as the DJ of one of the game's radio stations, 98.3 Master Sounds.
Master Sounds FM.
The only place you can hear the original before it got sampled and some jive turkey started chanting over it and not paying any royalties. Hey, where's my bread, man?
When you're done stealing beats, gangsters, listen to Master Sounds.
It's all about Master Sounds.
But Leslie's success didn't come easy. It was her talent, hard work, and personality that made her successful, while a lot of other women from that era relied on their looks or did favors to book gigs. She said, "I made the adaptions, but thank God for my skill set. When I got to television, to BET, the producers that wanted me for Rhapsody had to fight with the executives and Bob Johnson because I wasn't the girl that made Bob Johnson's D hard. At some point, he said it to my face that I'm not what men want to see on television."
Now the myth I want to expose to you guys is my truth, but I found out that it's probably not true for a lot of other people in this industry, but you've heard about it, and it's called the casting couch. Well, for me, in my world, it is true. I remember the first time I auditioned, I was in New York City, I was fresh out of college, I was hungry, I'm trying to get into the game, I'm looking through Backstage in this newspaper which has all the auditions, and I find one that's looking for like cheerleaders and dancers for this huge recording group to perform for a radio station. So I get down to the audition, and there's a bunch of girls in the room, and of course, you know, they bring us in like a bunch of cattle like they usually do. And of course, I do a couple of backflips, and the guy's like, "Yeah, you're the shit. But come here, let me talk to you for a second." Now, mind you, homie's about 300 pounds. Not to say that weight means anything, but you kind of start to get a little creeped out. He's sweating. I'm giving you a visual. He's sweating. He's kind of like, yeah, come here. No, come over here. So I could kind of be out of the way of anybody else seeing where I'm at. And he's like, "So how bad do you want this job?" And I was like, "I want the job really bad. What are you saying?" And he's like, "Well, I can meet you after this audition and we can talk about it further." And I'm like, "I did just do a couple of backflips, right? Wasn't I better than some of the girls in the room?" "That's not what I'm talking about, though. I can make you the head." "The head what?" "You know, you could be leader of the pack, and I got other projects coming in, you know. You just kind of hit me off and I got you covered. I'm going to take your career to new heights." And I was like, "You must be out your mind." Talk about a girl who doesn't normally want to curse. Cursed him out all kinds of New York ways. But don't you know my phone rang the next day and I got the job? Now the decision was on me whether I was actually going to go back and take it. But I was hungry, I was starving, I wanted to get in. It was for a big group, it was big exposure, and I'm glad I did. And I'm glad I stood my ground to him, because me doing that gig got me so many business cards. I did backflips all across this huge room. I had business cards. I got called to do an LL Cool J video. It was crazy. But I kind of knew my antennas was up after that. And I'm thinking, all right, I see I got to come into this game, kind of like standing my ground and really letting people know that I don't have to get on my knees just to really like take things to the next level. I work hard. I get up at the crack of dawn. I'm in the gym before everybody else. I can really dance. I can really do gymnastics. Like, how bad do I want this? And in the back of my mind, I got to say to myself, make sure you do stuff so that your mother is not disgusted with you, so that she doesn't write you out the will, change the locks on the door, or anything like that. Of course, when you have those values, you kind of always keep that in the back of your mind. Plus, you don't want to piss your grandmother off. Like, I got strong women in my family.
Big Lez now serves as a personal trainer for celebs like Diddy, Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige. If you want to know more about Leslie Segar'S work, she has a channel here on YouTube where you can check out all of her work. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and like this video and subscribe to Black Femininity TV for more content.